Easy. I think my buttons are here. Oh gosh. Zoom! Okay. I think my buttons are here. So, yeah, I'm gonna get my work done and then, crack these open together. So, normally I would be waiting to open up this package, but as you can see on the timestamp, I think we have enough time, so let's just get this cracked open. So that's pleasant. It says new analog joystick, Nintendo Gamecube controller, black, new. It's encased in bubble wrap, so I'm gonna free this from its cage. So here's all the buttons here. So here we got block A button, the Z trigger, X button, Y button, control stick, which I was expecting it to be a little bit more flat, honestly. I mean, it is still fairly flat compared, but it's not bad. The trigger, this is the right trigger, and I believe this should be able to support trigger braces, so I'm really excited for that. D-pad, obviously. Here's the B button. The start button. The L button. And the C stick. And honestly, all these buttons are good quality, from what I can tell. Like, they don't feel like they're made out of any cheap plastic or smell like cheap plastic. Everything seems like it's mostly been molded from official parts. So I'm gonna actually crack open my controller later when I'm actually done with all my work. So I'll come back to you then. Alright, so now that I'm actually done with my work, I can actually now crack this thing open and install my buttons. Alright, so now that we've actually got the screws off, but we can actually kind of take this thing apart. So here's the back plate, there's the front plate. I want to mess with the triggers first, so let me unscrew the triggers. Now with the trigger plate screws taken off, now take out the triggers. This is really hard to do one-handed. I don't have a stand or like a tripod. So here's the trigger. So I wonder if I can do this one-handed. Let's see here. It snaps into here, is where the trigger brace snaps into. It wouldn't probably be so tedious if I didn't have the trigger braces, but the trigger braces do really help. Okay, hold on a second. I have to actually take out the braces by hand. So the triggers have been replaced, and now I'm just gonna put them into the shell. So I put the trigger braces, trigger braces and trigger guards back in, and the triggers feel fine. I feel like maybe the L and R button, like the L and R like logo, like the letters, they pop out a little bit less, but like they don't pop out as far from the shell. But I don't really mind that, mainly just because like I just need the buttons to know where to press. So we're gonna actually move on to the motherboard itself. Probably gonna take out the. Just gonna lift this up. So here's the motherboard. Sometimes I wonder why Skyloftian doesn't like doing this. It's just gonna lay it on its rumble pack. So here are the sticks, and I will replace them with this C-stick. Honestly, this C-stick, I really like this C-stick because it's actually not like super flat. Because if you look at like a third-party one, I have a third-party one on me. They look and feel like super flat. I mean, kind of take like a look at this here. You can see that this one on the left is actually, I don't know, they look probably about the same flatness, but this one feels a lot more flat. This one feels a little bit more concave. I don't know, it's fine. Like this is what I wanted. And the good old C-stick. So I actually got a question from Skyloftian, and link to his channel because like he's good at Smash. He's quite a bit better than me, but you know, I don't mind. I don't mind playing with people that are better than me. Gives me chances to improve. So those are actually from a third-party Pro controller, like Wii Pro controller, and he asked me if I could put PS4 sticks in his GameCube controller, and the answer is yes, if I had them. I think it would be fine. I can't do this one-handed. Like, I am missing the box so hard. Hold on. All right, it took some fidgeting and like a bit more pressure than I wanted to use, but the sticks are actually on there, and they do look like they're working fine. And I'm playing with this, and yes, this is more concave or this is flatter than I would like, but it still works fine. But this does take a little bit of like fidgeting. We'll move on to the actual buttons now. This actually reminds me of a question I had. So here's the Z trigger. I'll take care of that later. But like with regard to the buttons, this is a tall button pad, I think. Or maybe a short. No, I believe these are short button pads, which require taller buttons, or vice versa. Anyway, like the new controllers, like they need this sort of stuff. So let me film properly. So now, if I get out my buttons, now let's take the B button for example. They look to be about the same height, and if I get down onto a level surface, they look to be about the same height. So this is a good sign. This means that they will actually fit properly in my shell. So I'm going to replace all the buttons, and I'm gonna take that little metal piece out of the Z button and put it into there. So one moment. Alright, so I have already installed everything back in. I'm gonna lift up the controller to kind of show you how everything looks from the bottom, and I'll show you what it looks like when I finally reassemble it. Which I will do right now after I clean up all these buttons. So yeah, here's the entire thing completed. I know it's like a full black, so it kind of looks weird, but C-stick, B, A, X, Y, Z button, which is actually kind of like weirdly stuck. Triggers, definitely feel fine. Control stick, and D-pad. I have the feeling that these buttons are actually too tall for the pads I'm using, but yeah, you know, we'll see. Let's go play test this. Okay, so we're actually gonna load up Smash right now. Smash is gonna at least. I tried this out with Project M, because I freaking adore that game. I hope the Z button actually works. I might have to reinstall it. Right. Oh wow, this feels stiff. Things are looking fine. This is looking fine. Oh, the sensitivity is a little off. Oh no! The start button is actually not responding. Okay, the Z button is working. But the start button is not. One moment! Okay, I got the shell all realigned. The start button's still not working. Oh, there we go. Just finicky. It's just gonna finicky. Walking feels actually fairly normal on this. And so this fox fine. Oh gosh. That is bad. Okay, so watch the control stick for me. It gets stuck. Or the C-stick, sorry. It goes upward and it gets stuck really easily. Or anyway, any direction. I feel like maybe I just. Okay, that's not good. Okay, what else here? Different than all my normal inputs. Jab works, down tilt works, up tilt works, forward tilt works, dash attack works. Fast forward, yep. No DI. That was down in, up in, down out, knock out. Okay, so DI was fine. Oh crud. I'd have to get a CPU. Because no character has a force mesh that grounds too big. Oh gosh, there's Dashback. I can tell! You know, there's I'm not going crazy. There's Dashback issues on this thing. I can already feel it. Oh, yeah. Okay, so if you actually look towards the hand there, I can zoom in. You see how the hand is like moving? And I'm pushing it to the side. Okay, it's only on. Is it dashback issue only on the left? Yep, there's a dashback issue when I'm going to the left. Okay, well, that sucks. I guess. It sucks, I guess. Okay, so control stick stops sticking. There's a dashback issue on the left side. Z button still sucks, but it's fine. I don't really mind. Like, it just takes doing these two. Like, it's never gonna feel natural, but like, it'll just take some breaking in. And it seems like the C-stick isn't sticking anymore. Okay, so overall, what do I think of these buttons? So these are the Vivi Audio black buttons. I don't think they're that bad. I think everything is very good except for the sticks and the Z button. The Z button, it's just like, I don't know what it is. It just doesn't feel like springy at all. Like, no, it just doesn't feel springy. And then the sticks, like, base, like, the way the sticks feel isn't bad. I was just worried. So, just the left stick, it has dashback issues, so like, if it's going to the left, it'll actually like clip. So I can clip the control stick when it's going left. Read up more dashback. And then the C stick, at first it can stick up into the grooves, which is obviously problematic. But it could just be that I have not screwed my controller tightly enough. But everything else feels very fantastic. Like, I don't think I could notice the whole time, except for the Z button, which is why I'm glad I have Ella's grab too, because like the Z button just feels so off. But overall, would I recommend the Vivi Audio black buttons? Yes. I would just say be wary of the Z button. You might not want to use it, or if you do use it, just be wary you're going to have to get used to something completely different. And be careful with the sticks, because they can stick. So, if you're looking for black buttons, Vivi Audio has got you, but I would suggest definitely Battle Beaver, Smash Proof, or I don't know, New City Custom. I don't know what's the custom button specifically, but definitely Battle Beaver Customs and Smash Proof will make high quality buttons. Like, these are I bought these for like $9. These things aren't expensive. But I am quite satisfied with them, except for this like the Z button. But like now the sticks don't feel so bad. This has a bit of a dashback issue, but that's fine. And this stick, like the Z button, I'm not replacing it because like I think the full black looks cool to me. Like, and especially in the controller I plan to put all these buttons into. It'll look sick, but that's it. So yeah, that's my review of the Vivi Audio buttons. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later.